there. Welcome to the Movie Review Mom YouTube channel. If this is the very first time you've been here, yay, you finally found me. And if you're a returning subscriber, yay, thanks so much for coming back. Now you're probably wondering what's up with the what are these things called? Ear muffs? I don't know. I'm trying to get into the mood for the Christmas markets because I'm actually going there in a few weeks. Super excited. But let me get to that here in just a minute. Today, the movie I'm reviewing is called A Heidelberg Holiday. This delightful, albeit cheesy movie is now available on Netflix, Fandango at Home, Prime Video, Hallmark Movies Now, and Apple TV. It is rated TVG. It's an hour and 28 minutes. And my overall movie review mom grade is probably a B. I thought it was pretty cute. I also expected it to be pretty cheesy. And so mission accomplished. So I thought, well, I would wear this to get started on the review, but then I realized I can't take it off because now I'll have really bad hair. So we're just going to go with this little ear muff thing. So before we get into it, I'm going to give you an overview in a nutshell. I'll point out the things I liked, the things I didn't like, tips for parents, themes worth talking about if you watch this with other people, funny lines, interesting lines, and then we'll finish up with recommendations for other films. But before we dive into all of that, I wanted to introduce today's sponsored product. It's actually one of my books. Yay, shameless plug. One of the themes of this movie features learning about our heritage and honoring our family's legacy. So my twin sister and I wrote a book about how to research your family's roots and climb your family tree and celebrate and honor your heritage. You can purchase it on Amazon and even snag a free copy of it on Kindle from January 1st to January 5th. Put that on your calendar. So if you're like, no, I want it now, click on the link in the description below, and that will take you right over to the book. Anyway, it's called Ancestry, How to Research Your Family History and Climb Your Family Tree. And I wrote it with my twin sister. All right, enough of the shameless plug, back to the movie. So this story is about a woman named Heidi who heads to the Heidelberg Christmas market to sell her hand-painted ornaments. While there, she falls for a local artisan who helps her reconnect with her lost heritage. The film was directed and written by Maclain Nelson. I was super excited to see this because I've been to Heidelberg, Germany many years ago, and I thought it was so charming. Even more, as I said, I'm going to go to Germany this year to see a bunch of the Christmas markets along the Rhine River. Super excited. It's going to be freezing, but magical. So here's the long list of things I liked about this movie. Gina Claire Mason plays Heidi Heidelberg. Yes, that's her name. She is sugary sweet in this role. Did you know that she actually played Glinda in Wicked at the Gershwin Theater after going on the national tour? She sings a little bit in this movie too. And speaking of Wicked, super excited to see that. My review should be out this weekend. Frederic Brossier plays the romantic lead, and I'm probably not pronouncing that. I said it kind of like a French name, right? Brossier. It's German, probably. I mean, he's German, so Brossier. I don't know. I've been trying to learn German on Duolingo. We didn't get to how to pronounce that kind of a name because I'm looking at it like French. Maybe it's French, and he just grew up in Germany. I don't know. Well, anyway. I had never seen him in anything else before, and I thought he did a really good job and was definitely believable. Hallmark's Christmas movie lineup is called Countdown to Christmas. During the second scene, Heidi says to her father, quote, "Dad, you know it's still Thanksgiving for another 9 hours," end quote. And then he replies, "Yeah, but my countdown to Christmas started the last week of October," obviously referring to what Hallmark movies do. Hallmark actually offers a new keepsake Christmas ornament also every year, a tradition that they've carried on since 1973. So the fact that the protagonist in the story makes and sells ornaments is a terrific way to honor the 50-year anniversary of holiday collections. I thought that's pretty cute and very forward thinking of them. We get to spend a lot of time in Heidelberg. The majority of the movie is actually filmed there, and we get to see some of the touristy sites along with Heidi when the love interest takes her around the city to show her the sights. Yay! It's fun to learn about some of the German Christmas traditions. My grandmother, meine Grandmutter, grew up in Germany. And as a young child, though, we didn't really talk a whole lot about Germany. Everybody in the world was still recovering from World War II, I think. I think that's why we never talked about Germany. And I don't remember my grandmother having an accent. She left Germany when she was about 21, 22. And so you'd think she would, but maybe just as a little girl, I didn't know that that was a different accent. And then sadly, she died when I was still a young girl. And so I wish now that I could ask her so many questions about Germany and growing up during that time. I admit that I get tired of seeing the same actors in all of the Hallmark movies over and over again and mixing and matching with different love interests. So I really appreciated this new cast, and I thought everybody did a good job. I like how the movie ended by showing a new kind of a beginning. Now, no spoilers, but it featured artists coming together in a new creative way and creating art in a new way. I guess maybe that's a spoiler. I don't know. Anyway, it was interesting that the movie included mention about how aggressively Americans tend to sell their products as compared to the soft sell style in Europe. And I thought that's true. Americans have definitely earned a reputation of being aggressive and obnoxious throughout the world when we travel. And so I always tell people, depending on the situation, like if I think I was too loud and obnoxious, I'll say, oh, I'm Canadian. Anyway, I loved how they showed a tradition of setting a service goal and then the characters shared with their family how their projects went. And I thought, what a great idea. Now, I could go on and on, but here's a quick list of things that I didn't like or just thought could have been done better or differently. First of all, the ending romance is extremely predictable. Hello, it's Hallmark, right? For a woman working the Christmas market booth, she sure had a lot of spare time to hang out and play tourist. I mean, these Christmas markets go from, well, I don't know for sure yet because I haven't gotten to them yet. But I think fairly early in the morning or late morning, maybe up until late at night. So, I'm thinking, how does she have time to go do all of this stuff? I mean, of course, it's for the movie, but actually in the movie, they also show that some of the neighboring kiosks or booths during the Christmas market area, that they take turns kind of watching over each other's booths so they could have a life in the several weeks that these markets go on. Anyway, I'm so excited about seeing them. It would have been fun to see more of these booths at the Christmas markets and learn about the special foods that are featured there each year. I've been watching a ton of YouTube videos about the Christmas markets in the various cities where I'm going to be. And of course, they all focus on the food, which looks amazing. But I would have liked to have seen a little bit more of that because that is such a big element of it. Not all of the acting moments are good. And like many Hallmark movies, the dialogue is saccharine and unrealistic. There are some very unrealistic plot points too. So try not to get bogged down in them, and then you'll just enjoy the film more. And I did enjoy the movie. It's not perfect. It's probably not the best, although I saw some reviews of somebody saying this is the best Hallmark Christmas movie. So, everybody's taste is different. I'm just trying to give you an idea of the content and the filmmaking quality so that you can decide whether or not you want to watch this. So, quick tips for parents. I think young kids are going to be really bored, although the movie is perfectly family friendly with no objectionable content at all. It's adults talking, but if your kids like to travel and they want to learn about Christmas markets in Germany, maybe, I think they might get a kick out of it. There is some German spoken with subtitles, sometimes without, if it's not important to the storyline. Some of the themes that are illustrated very well are artistic and creative talents, finding your passion, heritage, and climbing your family tree, Christmas markets in Germany, new beginnings, appreciating other cultures, finding good in challenges. All right, so every time I watch movies, I always think of other films that I want to recommend to you. And so here's a list of, let's see, three of them. So the first one I want to recommend is called A Merry Scottish Christmas. Yes, this is a Hallmark romance that takes place in Scotland. And I've been there several times and just love Scotland so much. And so if you want to get into the Scottish vibe and a Christmas mood, then check that one out. It's typical Hallmark, super cheesy and cute, sweet, not offensive, lovely, all of that. The next one is called Christmas Jars, and it is a true story, basically, based on a family that has this new Christmas tradition of putting their spare change in a jar, and then at Christmas time, they deliver anonymously that Christmas jar. I guess sometimes you could deliver it in person if you wanted to, but it became a book first and then a movie, and it's just lovely. And then the last one is called The Christmas Project, also based on Christmas service projects, and very sweet as well. I think that you'll enjoy all of those. All right, that's it. Thanks so much for sticking around. When you get a minute, like, subscribe, comment down below. All of those are free actions that help my channel to grow, because YouTube sprinkles magic fairy dust on my channel so more people can find it. And then when you've got another minute, go visit me all over social media. You can find me as Movie Review Mom everywhere, but also as Trina Boyce, which is my name, where you can learn about my 33 books, my online courses, my products, and my other shenanigans. Have a fantastic day, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye for now.